Hey YouTube. Today we talk about my Glock 19X in 9mm. First, Glock 19X's was Glock's submission to the American M17 pistol program to replace the Beretta 92 in the U.S. Army and later on the whole U.S. military. But this lost out to the SIG P320, which became the U.S. M17 and M18 pistols. So Glock decided to sell this to the civilian market. And actually purchased this as soon as these were announced. I bought one of these because I figured Glock would stop making them pretty quickly, but I guess it proved popular enough that Glock is still making them, and along with they updated it to become the Glock 45, which is all black without the this little lip right here, which prevents you from using Gen 5 magazines. And has front slide serrations. And I don't know if they have a variant of it yet with the mounting plate for red dots. Which they probably do, knowing Glock. They probably have a optics ready variant. But the whole concept of this pistol is it's basically a 17 style frame, such as this, with a 19 length slide, which is shorter than the 17, since the 19 is a compact, while 17 is full size. And the 19X comes with 3 magazines. It comes with a standard 17 round flush fit magazine, and 2 19 round magazines, which is just a 17 body with a +2 extension. It also comes with Glock's factory night sights, which do glow in the dark. I'm assuming they're tritium. Assembly. Some would consider the 19X to be a Gen 4.5 because it has a lot of the what features ended up being rolled into the Gen 5 series, but not everything. But some Gen 5 features like the removal of the finger grooves. It's got the Gen 4 style stippling pattern, which I carry on to Gen 5, along with the Gen 4's backstrap system, which I don't bother using because I have baby hands, along with the reversible magazine release. Also has the 19X comes with this lanyard loop, which is removable. I don't really trust it to use as a lanyard loop because 1, it's made out of plastic, and 2, you can pull it out if you pull hard enough, so I don't really trust it to retain the pistol all too well. It's got dual recoil springs. Barrel. It's also got Glock's Gen 5 marksman barrel. The inside of this. And for FD, the reason why it's FDE is because I'm assuming that's what the Army wanted. Since all the M17 submissions I've seen have all been FDE handguns. Which would be this, the M17, I think Smith & Wesson submitted an M&P variant that was also FDE. because the Army's moving to all the tan guns and gear, I guess, to match multicam. Personally, not really a huge fan of FDE, but it's different from the usual flat black Glock. Try saying that 5 times fast. Standard rail for mounting optics, or lights and lasers, sorry. Or foregrips if you're feeling like living dangerously. Although one thing I will say about the 19X is a very strange recoil impulse, at least for what I'm used to. I mean, it feels similar to my 17, but maybe a little bit extra snap, but not much. So I think that extra length of grip might help with that. And I know most people say, like, oh, this gun's kind of pointless for concealed carry because it's got the short barrel with the long grip, which most concealed carriers, they want the 17 length barrel and slide with the 19's shorter frame. On the standard 19's got a shorter frame than this. But I think most people making those complaints don't really understand what the 19X was meant for. It's meant to be a duty pistol carried in a standard holster where you can see it. It's meant to be just a regular handgun for a soldier to carry, not for you to tuck into your pants. I say one of the things about the shorter barrel is that when you're sitting down or like in a vehicle or behind a desk probably, that it doesn't stick out as much, so it's not hitting things or making it uncomfortable for you to sit with a holstered weapon. Where when you have this sticking out, it doesn't really matter quite as much unless you're like hitting car doors and walls and stuff, which I guess mostly all you're going to be having a problem with is just scraping up the side of this until it's flat for if you're carrying it right-handed. But as for like printing or showing off the gun, that doesn't really matter in a military context unless you're trying to hide the handgun. But I can't think of many times in the Army where you're trying to hide your service weapon. And for those guys that do have to hide weapons, they're probably got a much higher budget and a better selection of weapons than regular big Army. Yeah, I'll put it on the other side since you've been looking at that one almost the whole video. But these are my only 2 Glocks I got left. I used to have several more, but been slowly getting rid of my collection through trades. Though I am thinking of adding another Glock or 2 again to the gun safe. Might get a Gen 2 Glock 19 or one of those new retro Glock 17s, those P80s that came out like a couple months ago. Because I always want a Gen 1 style Glock and I can't seem to find them in my area. Better look at the magazine. In case you're wondering how the grip straps actually fit on, there's a pin right here. You drift that out and put this longer pin right here to put to the grip, and that keeps the grip on, along with a little bit of friction fit right here. But anyway, thanks for watching one of my terrible gun videos, and hope to see you again soon.